All right, so really excited to take you through this home. It's in Southshore, which is one of my favorite areas in Southeast Aurora. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bath house, one of the best lots in the entire Southshore neighborhood. Literally only about a 50-foot walk to this private fishing lake with a boathouse, as well as there's 2 separate clubhouses, one of which is only about a 2-minute walk from here. Really nice clubhouses with fitness centers, pools, all sorts of community activities, with free yoga classes. In fact, there's even one of the 2 clubhouses that has beer on tap where every day you can go and have up to 2 pints of beer for free. They rotate out the different beers throughout the year, different seasonal beers that they have on tap. So another just example of how cool the Southshore neighborhood is. But as I said, guys, I'm at the front door here, going to take you now inside for a complete video tour of this home. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out afterwards. I would love to give you guys a little bit more detailed info on this home. So right off the bat though, really nice covered patio off the front here, front porch. It's got really good views just of that open space that I mentioned, as well as just a few, very nicely kept homes in this cul-de-sac and this kind of corner area of Robertsdale Way. Let's go ahead and go inside, guys. I love when you have a home that has a large den office just right off the front door where you look out at the front of the house. I just think that's a great place to have an office because you can kind of see what's going on when you're working for the day. And it's just a really comfortable room close to the kitchen and just a great spot, in my opinion, to be working from. So right off the front, you have that. And then going into the entry, you also have a very nice powder room as well as additional coat closets. And then you go straight into this really nice open layout floor plan with both the living room, breakfast nook, dining room, and a huge kitchen island with all upgraded appliances and really tastefully done finishes throughout. So I'm gonna show you guys that whole area, and then I'm gonna share a couple other really cool things about the mudroom and double pantries here. Now, I'm definitely gonna save the best for last, which is gonna be this backyard. Incredible backyard. I think one of the best that I've ever seen in a listing that I've helped somebody sell in the past. It's got a ton of cool stuff. So excited to share that with you guys in a minute. But back to this living room, really a beautiful breakfast nook / dining room. And then I love the living room here, how open this is with really good open windows for lots of natural light. Looking out at this large backyard. If you do have kids or just have anybody that you want to kind of keep an eye on in the backyard while you're cooking in the kitchen, I love how it just has a great view of all of that from here. Gas fireplace. All the stainless steel appliances, double oven, great light fixtures. And then something that I haven't seen that often, and I think is awesome at this house, is there's actually 2 pantries, and both are very large walk-in pantries. So I'm gonna show you this first one, and then I'm gonna jump over to the second one so you can see both back to back. So here's the first one. Then you have this entire second one too. So you can almost have one be more for your utility type stuff, cleaning supplies, Ziploc bags, all that kind of stuff. And then you still have a completely separate one for all of your food. So it's just something you don't see that often. And I love just how much storage this house has. Really, really big pro in my opinion. But since we're over here, I'll just go ahead and show you guys. We're in the mudroom right now, right off of the garage entry, as well as an additional coat closet. And this is actually a 4-car garage. So you may have noticed there's only 3 garage doors. What they call this is a 4th car tandem spot. So as you can see over here in the corner, you have an additional 4th bay. Right now, this is where all the storage stuff is for my clients that are getting ready to leave and move out of their home. But you have, again, that 4th space in addition to 3 full garage spaces with extra deep spaces for even large trucks, really tall ceilings as well. If you aren't out in Colorado yet, one of the things that's very common out here when people first move out to Colorado, they don't realize how much stuff they start to accumulate for extracurricular hobbies. Skiing, mountain biking, whatever it may be, a lot of that stuff does require gear and equipment and needs space to store all of that stuff. So even with people that have a 3-car garage, sometimes if they have 3 cars, it gets pretty tight still. So what I love about this 4th tandem space is you can keep so much of your storage stuff still over in that spot and then have the full 3 cars with nothing else really to worry about hitting your doors on when you're parking or just having anything fall on your cars. So it just is a very nice feature to have and very rare. So definitely one of my other big pros of this house is that 4th tandem spot for the garage. Now let's go back inside. So as you can see, really good sized utility laundry room. Also, I love how you have additional space if you ever did want to put a utility sink in here. Right now there isn't one, but you could easily add a sink into this laundry room. And it's just great how it's located just right off of a lot of the areas that you're using a lot. This mud room, the living room and kitchen. So I think for somebody that maybe is just trying to multitask, do a lot of things at the same time, I just think it's a very functional location for the laundry room. So let's just go back now into the living room and kitchen. You may also have noticed that they've upgraded all of the stairwell railings with much nicer than just kind of the standard wood that you see in a lot of new construction homes. They've already upgraded all of this to metal, just definitely a lot more, I think, modern, a lot more sturdy, and just feels a lot higher quality. And definitely something that a lot of people really, I think, look up to and admire and really want in a home is some of these simple but very important upgrades like these stair railings. All right, and then going upstairs, there's actually 4 bedrooms up here, and there's also 3 baths. So just a lot of room up here on the upper level, especially if you are maybe a family that has some young kiddos, or you just want to have all the bedrooms somewhat close to one another. I think this is a great house if that's what you're looking for. I especially like the first room that I'll show you, which is a guest room with an in-suite full bath and just a very nice, still a little bit detached from the other 3 bedrooms, so a bit more private if you did have guests. So I'll show you that room first. Another great thing about this house, every single one of the 4 bedrooms all have an walk-in closet. So really, really nice feature just to have every bedroom with a full walk-in closet. That's something you don't find that often. So another little perk that I found in this home that I think is great. Additional storage. So next I'll share with you guys the primary bedroom. Really big French doors to come into this large bedroom. Plenty of room for, king size bed as well as large nightstands on either side. Definitely a big enough room for a lot of furniture to go in the primary bedroom and still just not feel cramped at all. So I love the tall ceilings, and again, just so much natural light with all of these big windows throughout the home. Massive walk-in closet here in the primary, as well as a 5-piece bathroom set. So you got the jacuzzi tub, the shower, everything that you need in this bathroom. Beautiful and very, very large dual vanities. So very impressive primary bedroom and bath. And then these last 2 bedrooms are on a Jack and Jill shared bathroom. So I'll share those with you in a second here, but first also wanted to point out that this is also a dual zone house. So the HVAC, so the air conditioning and heating, is 2 zones, meaning that there's a whole separate system in this upper level that's totally detached and separate from the lower level. What's really nice about that, if you ever have had a home that's just on one zone, is sometimes it's nice and cool downstairs, but it gets kind of hot upstairs, and there's no way to regulate the difference between the 2 floors. So since you have a totally separate second floor unit here, you're gonna have a much more comfortable living space on all levels of the home. So as you can see, we have that Jack and Jill bathroom and then 2 very large sized bedrooms. I love how what they've done here for the current owners is they have their daughter with her bedroom on one and then this really great just play area room in the second bedroom. So that works, as well as plenty of other different scenarios depending on what type of living situation the next homeowners have. But I just love the functionality again of this upper level with the 2 bedrooms here with the Jack and Jill bath, that guest bedroom on the other side that I shared with you that's a little bit more private with the in-suite bathroom. And then the primary, very large, great windows giving a lot of natural light, and then that 5-piece bath with huge walk-in closet. So lots of great stuff going on upstairs here. And this house also has a very large downstairs unfinished basement. In fact, it's almost 1,500 square feet, so a ton of very usable space to really do whatever somebody wants to, as far as they want to get creative and put in a theater, game room, workout area. Really, the opportunities are endless down here. But I just wanted to show this to you guys as well really quick, because you don't find unfinished basements that are this clean and, again, this usable of space. It's not all chopped up. It's all very large and open, and really is an open canvas for whatever somebody wants to do with this. So I'll show this to you too really quick. So as you can see, very, very large, usable space down here. I love how they already, are already being able to use part of this downstairs just for their home gym. And since it is so clean with the finished concrete slab as the floor, they've got everything just feels very clean down here, which is not that common in basements. A lot of times you still just have the drywall. You don't have the drywall show, you still have the insulation exposed. Everything here is just very easy to do whatever you want with it. So love how they already have this gym down here, and can definitely just get a good workout in and not feel like you're in a grungy basement. It's a very clean and bright environment down here. So just wanted to share that with you guys, because I think there's a lot of opportunity and potential down here. So now let's just jump back upstairs. Before I finish this, I want to show you guys the outside. So it's got a really good sized covered back patio here, as well as a ton of very high-end, professionally landscaped and professionally done exterior living space. So there's these really beautiful paving stones with built-in lighting for at nighttime. They all light up. Beautiful fire pit that is massive. I can't remember exactly the number of BTUs, but it puts out a huge flame. And then also a pergola that's permanent, that you can enjoy some gatherings with friends and family outside, and it has the ability to be shade or sunshine. You can adjust the ceiling of the pergola to have more or to have less sun or shade. All right, you guys, hope you enjoyed this home tour of this amazing house. Again, it's in Southshore, Southeast Aurora. Great community, lots to do. Private walking trails to Aurora Reservoir. Again, those two different clubhouses with all sorts of stuff going on there. Very popular and being used a lot, unlike some other clubhouses and other subdivisions. So very, I think, just a popular place to live here in Southshore. So hope you guys enjoyed this video tour. If you have any questions, again, as always, feel free to reach out, put my info down below. And if you want to come see it for yourself, I would love the opportunity to show it to you. Let me know. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.